I mean, it is just, this sound. Okay, this sound. Mr. Chang and Mexican police created. But this, and then I think this sound is controlled by the Indian. And I think they know their community. Quite a lot of technologies are being controlled by the Indian locally and from the abroad, while Mr. Chang, provided all this technology from the abroad. So, like South Korea, India who lives in South Korea, and then they work with the Chinese Korean and Mr. Chang. Anyway, the reason now I'm recording this video is what is the definition of police? What is the definition of police? In 2008, once police investigated my case, I didn't issue a green card, so he wrapped it up that I threatened. So, okay, so because it's a police play, and also the line they who play Toledo, Ohio, and Toledo, Ohio police and school and mental hospital, they all crossed the line. They all crossed the line because there was no such evidence, and I didn't issue a green card. But police wrap it up from California. They all crossed the line. In order to hide this event majorly, the Mexican police, okay, and while I was in South Korea, and U.S. lied to South Korea, how I feel. My University of Toledo is I threatened my ex. That's how I feel. My University of Toledo, and then because it's a police, lie, police word from his mouth, everybody trusted it. And Mr. Chang, blah blah blah, all over the world. But how I find out who did my University of Toledo was not Mr. Chang's blah blah all over the world. Okay, it's a it's the Glendora Police's second misconduct in September 2017. But Mexican American community and Mexican American police organization blamed Mr. Chang and brought. Okay, and then because knowing that my identity has been spread all over the world with the lie, it was a Mexican side. It's not white side. They don't know how they play behind it. Okay, they only listen what Mexican American police line tells. But Mexican American police line play directly with the Mr. Chang and abroad. They know how what it has been happened to my life, how they has been exposed, by exposing my identity with the lie. So it was a Mexican American police side who did not want me to study nursing because they know the lie that has been created by their member has been spread all around the world while people know who I am. So it's a Mexican American police organization side. So they want to ruin my nursing career as soon as I arrive. That's why they ask help a little bit from South Korea, exposing my identity, spread the rumor so that I could not, study, and being disturbed, my study by people, and then to be targeted by, based on the rumor they spread. So they were disturbing my life and harassing, abusing, with the technology that Mr. Chang has in USA. They were partially working, okay? But once they create the misconduct, they did the following. It's the police who asked me to forgive the police officer I did. And then following year, at Lansing College, they did it again. They did not want me to, it was the Mexican side, okay? That power, let Lansing College to do it again because Mexican police who did it, my University of Toledo, do not want me to study nursing. Knowing what he has been done for my health career and the lie that he created. So Mexican American police line, okay, they plan on pull me out, from the Latin college. Before, I don't know why, probably because, the Latin college has to fill up to certain, member. She cannot just deny once I'm qualified. Okay, because I think a maximum number was 31, but maybe it was 29 who was attending the class, so she cannot deny. But once I was in the class, she created a lie. I did not follow up the school rules and everything, so they wrap it up and create the fakes. It's all fake. It's all lie. They did it. 29 students saw it. Okay. So I have a two. I already in 2000. Once I returned from University of Toledo, 2009. I was already in the RM program. Okay, I was rotating the hospital. Everything pass. Okay, even all this criminal, physical, everything was passed. I finished one summer, quarter or semester. About 3 to 4 months, and then rotate the hospital, and everything was passed, even fingerprint and last in college. Now here they continually disturb, even with these two, evidence, even with the two data that I had, they continually disturb me, even not to attend charter school. And they continually police. Police let Mr. They have Mr. Chang and Mexican police line. They continually communicating, and they were using my case. They purposely drag my case, knowing that who all has been done was white. And they wrap it up. They wrap it up many things, as you know. They wrap it up police. They wrap it up University of Toledo. They wrap it up Grandura. They wrap it up. They wrap it up. Latin College. They wrap it up my Susan Billy work suspension. They wrap it up in EDD. They were crossing the line many. Even my son. Okay. Even my son, they once he applied, they are the one who forced me out, because they were okay. Once Mr. Chang and Chinese Korean, hacked him and where he's applying to, and the Mexican American police and government line exercised our power, not even maybe, put his applications out. They were doing it for 60 years, okay. And just like my job, how he has been suspended. Once Mr. Kim, after 2, he was getting he was sick actually, so he got a snap. So they let his daughter to fire. They are police, but with the police and government power, they were doing way too much of corruption behind it. Okay, and then Mr. Chang, this police line blamed Mr. Chang. They brought him up, okay, and then let him play on my life, knowing his Korean, and bring him in U.S. society, let him to do the crime, just like how they were manipulating, okay, because my exposing my my rumor, because exposing my identity has been done in South Korea. So they want that happen continue, okay. But the police is falling behind it. So it was Mexican police brought Mr. Chang into the U.S. society, take care of my case, at the same time let him to do the crime to get the money. I mean, it's just too much that how they are doing the crime and exercising power over there. It's too much. What are they? And then even everybody knows that who's just selling the drug. It's a police line. That's what people say, and I agree so. And probably many people will agree to it. because they create the network and they work with the street people. And what are they? What are they? Okay, what are they? And then that's not enough. And yeah, there was a country. And then that's not enough. Look at the Anchorage. Okay, they set it up to suit the laser front, Hells Angel. And they let some, I believe there's a Mr. Chang, Mexican police line, and Mr. Chang, they create the police already using it, because once I got involved, this Mexican American police line in my mother's home, once I returned from the Toledo, Ohio to, my mother's home, Montebello, I started to hear ding, 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 ding sound. And then time to time, I was coughing, just like you experience at shelter. Okay, probably people who see this, YouTube channel, you will remember, while I was sleeping on the top, and then the Caucasian lady at the bottom, she was continually coughing on that night. And I'm sure that there was, the tenant around is a laser. People has a sense to, figure it out, because she hardly coughed, probably other days. But on that day, while they were shooting the laser to me, and they were also shooting the laser to her. So she was coughing like, crazily. And now I noticed that they shoot, and I start to cough. And because that cough, I did it in 2015 in my mother's condo in Los Angeles. Now I'm very, very positive that they sued my mother to to have the cancer. Yes, that's what Mr. Chang did it, along with the Mexican American police street member and also police line. Okay, I'm very, very positive, because while I was sleeping there in my mother's home, I was continually coughing. I thought it was like at that time, because I didn't know it was laser, I thought it was my physical reaction, so I need to go to hospital. And then I was talking with my mother. So in 2015, they were already using the laser. That what I was coughing now, I experienced not in Susanville, in Anchorage. Same thing. And other people, they were coughing. Okay. So that's the year 2015. Then definitely my mother was passed away, because they shoot the laser for her to have the cancer. Okay. It seems like people already know out there. And they were talking a lot about this danger of laser shooting. Everybody was very alert. And my physical body was also getting very bad due to the laser shooting. My memory was decreasing. That's what I'm living to. It's no way that I could stand on it. And, who's going, I have no reason to go back to South Korea, but, there is no other choice except, without living, because they continually shooting it during night and during day. And what are they? And they are playing all this, and who created and police. Who's doing it? Who's working together? Who's, police. What are they? What are they? And what are they? And then they were also trading my life. Okay, as the Mexican and Mr. Chang. Think about it. Our work has been done by the white. And it's been 9 years. And I was constantly begging, okay, let me go, okay, while I was living in Susanville. Let me go, okay? Then, I will at least up to, level that I could fit. But Mr. Chang do not want me to. So Mr. Chang, and while Mr. Chang taking care of my case, and also, operating the Chinese Korean, organization to snatch money from, Korean American, whoever they travel or residency whatsoever, they were trading my life. Okay, if now I was thinking, now it's 9 years. It seems they were dragging my case, they were using my case, putting white in the front. But if it was Mexican, how they are going to, will they drag by their own while they work with the Mexican American, while they work with the Mr. Chang? I'm sure they were going to, because, legally, I have no barrier that I could become a nurse. They even manipulate, because now for me to become a nurse, this Mexican line who did my TOLEDO and who brought Mr. Chang and who create the the granddaughter. Granddaughter is more likely on-site accident, on-site occurrence, not planned. And but Lassen College not to accept, okay, but fraud restraint order and letting Lassen College not to accept me. So I end up wasting about 3 to 4, almost like 4 years, because 3 years I waited and 1 year nothing much that I could do. That's why I plan on leaving it. And as being police, what they plan on doing it? Snatch my house. Yeah, it's our police play. It's our police play. Even snatch my house, who were working together with the Mr. Chang. And while try to snatch my house so cheap, okay? Who are doing it? By using other people. It's the police. So what are they? Yeah, really, what are they? And then they receive the money monthly. And as being police, they receive police salary, they receive police benefit, they receive police 401k, all these benefit as being police, while they do operate all these things by using police power. Don't you think you are doing too much? In South Korea, right now, Chinese Korean and Mr. Chang crazily play. Really, they did not play this much, but since U.S. once they saw how corrupted U.S. police system and members are doing, they were just going to hell right now in South Korea. Really, I hardly see those kind of event was occurring before Mr. Chang and Mexican American police met, but now they play like a crazy and excusing to Mexican American, excusing to U.S. These people excuse, and then they are excused to Mr. Lee. Yes, at the beginning I also blame, because you handed out my information, and look, all this family, Mr. Chang, dig my brother's information, they harass. And my kids and Mr. Lee all around my family. And then who's working with Mr. Chang is working with the whom? Police. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just too much. Even in Anchorage, it's the 19 months. 19 months that they let Hells Angel to break in. They brought, now I know that even Glacial Electrician, they brought Mr. Chang and let Mr. Chang while he hacks, and while they help Mr. Chang to, look into it, my U.S. life, and then Mexican police line told Mr. Chang to give the order to their stream member. That's how the Hells Angel was working. Okay, he's the one that Mr. Chang was the one that who was giving the Hells Angel Glacier through the through the line behind it. So once he give out the order, then probably I'm sure that there is a middleman, and the Glacial Electrician was breaking in about a year. Now he fell up, and then the white truck was operating. So Mr. Chang, they told Mr. Chang to give the order to harass my life, and then who's physically doing is local police stream member, and they lie are They lied, and then Mexican police brought Mr. Chang, knowing that he could manipulate the media and these local by spreading the rumor. It's all over. I mean, the manipulation was all over, and people knew people knew the detailness of the Lassen College. Yeah, very detailedly, but people were not listen. People did not know about my University of Toledo. They only putting Lassen College in front, and people thought that I only have Lassen College trouble, and they were continually looking to white people. To me, the matter is why Mexican Asian is not, because there is a distinction. There is a line, separate line. That's for sure true. But in order to describe how these peoples work, I am also mentioning why Mexican, Korean, Mr. Chang, and separate. But look at the patterns, how they play. Yeah, how they play. Getting Mr. Chang, Mexican American police block, Korean American, against their, misconduct, okay, by putting Mr. Chang to do all this front work, let Mr. Chang to harass my life, Mexican American block South Korea support and also Korean American support. Because who's doing it is Korean to Korean. And then look at all this lie. And then this Mexican line once Mr. Chang met, Mexican American police line in 2019, they vigorously spread more rumor that I threatened my ex. That's how fair. My University of Toledo. At the same time, led Lassen College to just like their connection line to block my nursing career. Of course, they are school teacher. By letting them lie, they were blocking my career, not for me to accept. Just like how they were doing to my son. They are police. And look, all these things that what they have been done. And they are police. They are getting salary monthly. They are getting a benefit as a police. They are getting pension for police. And they are police and doing all these kind of things. What are they? Don't you think it is too much? Way too much? Now, if they did not play, and then they blame Mr. Lee. They blame only to Mr. Lee. While they did all kinds of things. A person who just handed out my information. And whatever they were doing, nothing is wrong. But who handed out information is, only that person's wrong. I was blamed too, Mr. Lee. But I also report my pharmacy store to the board. So in society, many people report here and there if a wrong thing is going, wrong. And also, this Mexican police was accepting the report from their street member. But once they were continually doing the wrong thing, just having a drug, it's not even substance. Mr. Lee has been sentenced 3 years. Everybody was talking that just fine. It is a felony charge, but fine, it would be fine. And then look. Now I'm sure that you know what is going on in the society. Is it police? What the heck is going on? What the heck is... And they threat. They are planting. The cyber system. And they threat people. And... I think it's too much. Something needs to be done, and they never take care. Decay after decay. And then once the Minnesota, the lady who got shot, the ex-soldier, Mexican ex-soldier who's hacking me, uploaded, the result came out not guilty. He could shoot the tire, not the person. Bang, bang. They've been trained to shoot the gun, Then instead of shooting person, they could shoot the tire, and he's not guilty. And then, yeah, it's a Mexican ex-soldier. He beat up. They work for the police. And is that the society that you want to make it? I've been living in US for 42 years, okay? There is no such event. People was targeting the money. And year 2024 in Los Angeles, Mr. Chang was getting the benefit to snatch the money. And then, nowadays, all this hacking, wiretapping, see through the world, and laser shooting, and even laser shooting to the body. And then outside, look at the real map. They see people is walking around through the satellite. And then they were shooting it. They were shooting exactly. So I happened to find out it might be the Mexican ex-soldier, because they don't want me to stay here, definitely because of their police line. And then, while it was a Mexican side who truly do not want me to study nursing, okay, because that's the lie that he created. I failed my ex. How I failed my University of Toledo. Because of the lie, he was blocking my nursing, but at the same time, he was trading my life with Mr. Chang, because Mr. Chang also did not want me to study to use my life before. And at the same time, because it was white people, they purposely drag it. Okay, I said, well, I'm just going to leave once I finish my school. Okay, I was continually saying that, but they were kept on blocking it, because who did it? Others, not them, while they play with the Mr. Chang. On and on and on. I think you are doing too much. It's too much. Yeah. And then you are the one who drag. You are the one who make this current situation, and you blame to Mr. Lee, and you blame to somebody else. And while you are the one who, my kids, yeah, they blame to Mr. Lee. They harass my kids like hell. Mr. Chang, he's a psycho. People are just saying that he's psycho in South Korea. And then this Mexican or Russian or whatsoever, whoever they heard the rumor, K. If he was a K, Mr. Chang would not convicted and sentenced. Okay, if he has those kind of power that he could do all this kind of crime toward me, he was doing 1 out of 10 crime in South Korea, only snatching money. He's been convicted and sentenced. Look at all this crime, and what you hear, what Mr. Chang is doing, what I am going through. He's for 10 years, almost 10 years. Police system is not investigating. FBI is not, investigating. Even White House, even FBI in White House. Okay, why? Because they want to get away. Because white, unfortunately, the white, since they did it, they are holding in order to get away at the top. So below white, they are doing all kinds of things. This is what is going on. Maybe so it is okay to blame white, but it is not okay because it's not, they want to get away. But it's not them who block my school, public school. But it seems like Mexican is manipulating that it was white people who blocked my career because Larsen accepted it. But the line is not. But who truly do not want me? I mean, it's just like every single particle they could play, they are using it. They are using it for their own benefit. I think. Rather, to me, it's just too much. To me, it's too much. What do you think, USA? What do you think, USA citizen? Why police play like this? What do you think? What do you think, White House? What do you think, FBI? What do you think, U.S. police system? Why police play like this? And going through what I'm going through. I'm represent what I'm going through. Okay? So are you going to seal just like last in college without investigating? Well, she's just talking. And without investigating, they just seal. Probably that's how. It's never, ever they do anything. If that is on police side, it's too much. I think it's way too much.